Nelson, our VP of Sim Events, says Snowman has one of the best calming late-night DJ voices in the biz. He does. So let's try him again. The Snowman. Let's get him on our screen. There he is. How you doing, Brian?
I'm doing good, guys. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let's start with the biggest story in the National Football League, and that is Julio Jones. Do you believe that he knew that he was on television with Shannon Sharpe? Because I don't think he thought he was on TV when he said he wanted out of Atlanta.
I don't think he knew either. And part of me wants to say that whole thing was staged. The other part of me says Julio didn't know that Shannon Sharpe was calling him and setting that up. I said on my show Monday that Atlanta shouldn't acquiesce to him. We got too many athletes in the sports world nowadays not wanting to live out the rest of their contract. And we're talking about a receiver that is age 32, coming off of an injury. Yes, he's a good receiver, but at the same time, let's just call it the way we see it. What's he done since Super Bowl 51?
Nothing. Other than make a lot of money. Yeah.
He'd be a great fit for the Patriots, don't you think, Brian?
Yes and no. Yes, he would be a great fit for the Patriots in their scheme, but no, because of Cam Newton. And I've said all along, and I've said on this program as well as mine, Cam Newton hasn't been right since Super Bowl 50. And if last year didn't show you how not right Cam Newton was, I referenced week 2 in Seattle, then what more can you do? Why do you want to keep giving Cam Newton a shot when it's clear, at least to me, at least to my eyes, he's not the same quarterback?
Brian, what did Cam Newton do to you? What did he do to you? You are not a Cam Newton fan. Seems like you never have been.
It's just his play on the field that I judge. And he hasn't been right. And I mean this from the context of he has been beat up. The one year he was MVP, he had an offensive line in front of him and a good offensive line in front of him. Since then, he's been running for his life. And I'll tell you a quarterback that may go through the same thing this year. His name is Lamar Jackson.
Oh, yeah. Well, that seems like the most likely trade destination is the Baltimore Ravens. Frenzy, you had something for the Snowman?
Yeah, about Mac Jones, a kid from Alabama. Do you think he can be the quarterback there with the Patriots in the future? The future is now, maybe.
Belichick needs to give him the keys right now. And this is nothing against Cam Newton as a quarterback or an athlete, but Mac Jones fits the prototype quarterback that Bill Belichick wants to coach. Belichick needs to turn the keys over to the offense to Mac Jones right now.
Well, how about that, eh?
Well, how about that? As a matter of fact, as I read this, and Brian, if you have a minute, it's part of our NFL report we do daily. Wearing number 50, Patriots rookie Mac Jones may not look like a guy who belongs in the quarterback's room at Gillette Stadium. The Patriots' first-round pick in this year's draft, Jones arrives with an impressive college resume, 6'3", 214, a finalist for the Heisman Trophy in 2020, as you all know. Wore number 10 with the Crimson Tide, wearing number 50 with the Patriots. And they're saying this is, I'll use the term, it's my term, Belichick somewhat emasculating him by giving him a linebacker number here in his first training camp, that he's got to earn a single-digit quarterback number. What do you think about? That's what I'm reading. What do you think about that notion, Brian? No?
Oh, boy. My only words are as follows. It's Bill Belichick.
Yeah, but why give him number 50? Apparently he does this all the time with rookie quarterbacks.
Apparently, but did he do the same with Tom Brady?
No.
Did he do the same with Drew Bledsoe?
No.
Case rested.
Yeah.
I understand the point where you want to earn your way onto the club, but a linebacker number when he's a quarterback and possibly your quarterback this season, forget the future, Mac Jones needs to be the quarterback of the New England Patriots now. And you're going to give him a linebacker number? What point are you trying to prove?
Well, you just said it. It's Bill Belichick. But Trey Lance, I would assume, is going to be quarterbacking in San Fran. We know that Zach Wilson will be in New York. We know Trevor Lawrence will be. Here's a headline, by the way, out of Jacksonville yesterday. Trevor Lawrence, not perfect in red zone. I thought, not much pressure on this guy. That was a headline, Brian. What do you think about what's going on with the Jags?
It's the Jaguars. They have a new regime. They have a new coach. They have a new quarterback. That's great. Here's the problem. Who's going to protect them? And I'll give you a second problem. Who's going to run the football?
They got Tim Tebow, maybe. What do you think about him lining up at tight end?
Why? Why? That's my only question. Why?
Well, he's doing the favor to the kid, eh? He's doing Tim Tebow a favor, eh? From his days at Florida together. Eh?
He is. I'll give you that. He's giving him a shot. But as an earlier commenter said, I used to live in Missouri. Show me.
Well, so speaking of Ryan McCarthy in Saratoga, New York, watching, he says, question for Snowman. Did the New York Jets need to bring in a veteran quarterback to help Zach Wilson adjust to pro ball for the first season or two? How do you feel about that?
Why didn't they do that already? If anybody is thinking down that line, why didn't they do that already? Why didn't they try to get, as crazy as this sounds, Ryan Fitzpatrick back in New York? What I think the Jets are going to wind up doing is what the Jaguars are doing and what the Patriots should do. They're giving their young quarterback the keys to the offense now. And I just hope that the Jets put an offensive line in front of him so he doesn't run for his life.
I'm just looking up, where's Flacco now? He's with the Eagles. Okay, he's not even there. He's not even there anymore. So where are you on the Aaron Rodgers situation? I started out on the team side, but after listening to Aaron the past couple of weeks, I've swayed over to Aaron's side. Does he have a case to want out of Green Bay?
Yeah, he's got a case on 2 points. One, look at the last couple of years and how much he was running for his life. And two, 1-4 in conference championship games. 1-4. And this time he had the conference championship in his house. Yeah. And Tom Brady basically put on a blindfold and eviscerated him.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the point on all that is Tom Brady and some of these star quarterbacks have had a hand in personnel and management moves, and Aaron's upset that he hasn't had that liberty extended to him in Green Bay. Do you think he should?
I'm unsure about that. I want to say yes, but I also want to say no, because he's been the Packers quarterback for 16 years. Yes, he should have some input, but not all of it, if that makes any sense.
Hey, Brian, just a couple rapid fire questions because we got to let you go soon. From Chad Isaac. Snowman, did the Bengals do enough to help Joe Burrow? They have the depth, but a lot of injuries.
I'll answer that the way I answered the question on the Squadcast. Hell no. No offensive line. Big problem.
Oh, yeah. And from Jeff in Winnipeg, how will the Cardinals fare this upcoming season?
They're going to put everything on Kyler Murray and forget the fact that they have extra teammates. Cliff Kingsbury's seat is going to be hot, especially when the Cardinals face my first.
Yeah, your 49ers, yeah. Hey, Trey Lance is starting, right? He'll be the guy in week one?
Wrong.
Going to be Jimmy?
Jimmy's got the keys, and he's going to keep the keys. It will take a catastrophic injury or Garoppolo really not performing up to standard. And it's an unfair judgment for Garoppolo because of all the injuries that he's had, and he's still coming back from a high ankle sprain and an ACL. ACL, Rod, is a 2-year injury. So he's going to ball out. I really believe Garoppolo's going to ball out this year. They're going to march him into the office and give him a contract extension. Garoppolo is the man until I see different.
Brian, you are a wealth of knowledge. It's a short time, but a great time. Please say hey to your beautiful wife for me, and let's keep in touch. Great job today, my man.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
You can follow him, Snowman in the morning. and his daily show out of North Carolina.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.